What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Alex here with Seth. I need to change that, but thank you all so much for joining us. We've got top 8 action for our 1K League Cup, a 57-player tournament at the beginning of this bad boy, and now we are down to just 8 left. We got Tanner on Terapagos against Connor on Archaludon. Seth, I'm going to depend on you to kind of walk us through. What are they doing? These two are buddies, so they're going to be goofing around a little bit. But who do you think typically has the advantage in this matchup?
Yeah, this is going to be a pretty, I would argue, even matchup. Archaludon getting set up is pretty important, but it'll be interesting because Terapagos can set up walls with Boufflant and
Oh, yeah.
several other things, but we'll see. Starting off Fan Rotom's great because you're going to be able to search for
Oh, yeah.
with Fan Call, but it's going to really come down to how well Terapagos can set up to avoid Archaludon hitting pretty hard. But it looks like he'll be able to tech with Hopzation too. So Hopzation hits for 240. So if he plays any supporter like Black Belt, he could hit up to 280. So knock out Terapagos even with Bravery Charm. So we'll see.
Absolutely. That Fan Rotom always obviously really good on turn 1. Pretty much not great the rest of the game,
Yeah.
but
you need it to be turn 1 or it's nothing. And Ditto's also very good in Tank Terapagos to be able to set up. If you don't have Terapagos at the beginning, you can transformative start right away. But it looks like he's playing Mew in his list, so
yeah.
See, maybe genome hacking action. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll definitely see. And it looks like that we do have one of our 2 judges. 57 people. We had to call in backup for our judging staff today. But the judge is sitting there watching these guys play. They do have 75 minutes. It is not an untimed top 8, which is what I'm accustomed to, just being a Magic player. But so they will still have to. How do they decide if it's a tie? How do they decide who wins? Because there can't be a tie.
So usually, in this case, they'll have to essentially play it out fully. So if it comes down to whoever has the most prize cards at the end, like whoever has the least amount of prize cards will end up
Gotcha.
winning. There has to be a winner, though.
Yeah, no, definitely. What's up? Bryson says hi. Hey, hello. Welcome on in. Thank you for joining us. You are here in the nick of time. We got top 8, so these matches should go, I would imagine, pretty quickly. Unless we got another Dragapult mirror. That was quite the slog. All right.
So it seems like pretty much setting up the Zoroark draw engine, set down 2 Zoras and TM Evo'd with Hopzation. Just reshuffling his hand or shuffling his deck and then passing it back over to Tanner. So see if Tanner can set up some Noctowls and get it going. Pretty much this is where Tanner has to start setting up and hitting pretty quickly.
Yeah.
There we go. And we got Jewel Seeker.
Yeah, that's exactly what he wants to do. Gonna go searching out a couple of trainers here. And obviously
Crispin's a great line for start to get some energies acceleration going. And
oh, yeah. And Mew has a free retreat too, so could potentially get an attack off here with Terapagos if he really wanted to. Obviously no area 0 yet, so it's not going to be hitting for too much.
He could get off the Jewel Seeker, area 0. It looks like he's eyeing area 0, and if he's able to get a full bench off, it'll be 240.
Oof, yeah.
Which will knock out Hopzation.
And that'll be a quick 2 prize lead if he's able to do that. Oh, another one too.
Yep,
yeah.
This is where you just start getting the deck going, and probably going to be searching for Crispin, I would assume, next.
How many? So we saw Torin in a previous round playing Professor Turos. He played 2 Professor Turos, and a pretty powerful play here is to go Jewel Seeker, pick up my Noctowl, and then replay the Hoot, and the next turn I get a Jewel Seeker again. It looks like Tanner's only playing 1 Professor Turos, but regardless, that is an insane line. And just like provides so much card advantage, and not only card advantage, it's just like card selection.
Yep, and the Crispin is played, so
just like you said. Yep.
He is probably going for the. I mean, I assume the swing he has 8 on bench, so he's hitting for max damage currently.
Yep, there it is. And he's got those really sick energies too.
Yes, the Umbreon, or well, this one's the Espeon in the back. Pretty
Yeah.
awesome.
Those are sick. We have a bunch of those. Also, if you're looking for any products, Pokemon or otherwise, hit up impactgamingcenter.gg. We've got a ton of cards in stock.
Yep, he's going
There we
exactly.
go. Yeah.
Exactly for what I thought.
Yep. Here we go.
And he's doing the restart for 2. Boom.
Oh, and the Bravery Charm too.
Oh, and now he's
cooking.
and he has the double Boufflant set up, so he will effectively, that Terapagos has 340 HP.
That's insane. Yeah. Torin, again, I'm referring to him because he was playing Terapagos earlier, had the double boof and the Bravery Charm, and just felt to me like he was invincible.
Yes, this is how I wanted my tank Terapagos to go today.
Yeah. Oh, you played Terapagos today?
Yeah,
I got you.
Tanner's doing got the exact setup you want though. This is perfect. Mew would have been a good choice in this, but we'll see if Connor can set up a turn. He can set up an attack. Rigid Band. Okay, so he's going to be taking less damage depending on if he attaches it. I assume he's going for a straight evolution, trying to discard metal energies to get energy acceleration onto his Archaludon in the active.
Yeah, and that whenever it evolves, that symbol alloy is really, really good energy acceleration. And then this Archaludon's a beefcake, 300 HP, slaps for 220, and it makes it to where your opponent doesn't hit for weakness on their next turn. Like,
and with the Rigid Band attachment, it actually becomes even more of a tank.
Yeah, that's nuts. So yeah, Connor.
Yep, here we go.
Yep.
Symbol alloy, got the 2 on. He should have energy attachment turn.
Yep.
Yep.
Sure does.
Boom, gonna swing right away. This is gonna be currently just a 220.
But it's minus 60, right, for the boost.
Yes, so not hitting for super high, but a damage on the board.
Yes, exactly. And I mean, there's not a lot he can do about the Boufflance at this moment.
Biggest thing he could do is Stadium Bump and try to force discard, but most likely he's just gonna
Fan Rotom
knock towels to maybe reset them too. It's
yeah.
And what is the Ace Spec Tanner's playing?
Let's see. We've got a deck list here. Looks like Counter Catcher. Or no, sorry. Well, shoot, I don't see it. Prime Catcher.
Yeah,
His
Prime
P
Catcher.
doesn't look like a P. It looks like an A.
Yeah, it is Prime Catcher. Yep.
So
some people play Scoop Up Cyclone in Tank Terapagos.
Oh yeah.
So you can reset your owls.
Yeah, that's...
or reset damage on his Terapagos, for example. So.
Yeah, I could see it.
But he doesn't want to do that now because he will lose access to Area 0 if he takes Turos up his.
Yeah.
So that would not be good.
All right, so we're ultra balling here for Tanner. Taking a look. Okay, well.
Connor's got a really good draw engine with Zoroark, but unfortunately right now just not hitting for a lot because of the Boufflant and the Bravery Charm on the Terapagos inactive.
And we saw, I believe we saw Connor in the feature match area as well earlier. Nestball and
currently
okay, that makes sense.
Yeah,
that's the play that we saw Torin just mercilessly do over.
Okay, the judges.
Oh, he forgot to get the knockdown.
Yeah, there we
off
go.
The nest ball. Or
no, he didn't get it off the nest ball.
What did he do?
Trying to figure out the line. Did he Turo and then I think he Turoed.
Connor said, "Did the stream catch that?" Yes, it did.
Yes, it did.
That's funny. Yeah, these two are friends, so they're probably going to be talking a little smack back and forth, which is, a little friendly banter. They actually rode in the same car together, so they came from. I'm not sure where they're from, but hours and hours away to play in today's 1K. So all 4 players of their friend group.
The retreat and hit for 70 with probably just trying to protect Terapagos and get some early damage off. But with Rigid Band, it's only going to do 40 minus 30.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, their friend group, they told me all 4 players top 16 and 3 of them top 8'd. So it's a pretty good conversion rate.
Pretty good group.
Yeah.
Start off with a trade from Connor. And now 3 Zorarks, so
Gee,
that
yeah.
is 6, essentially seeing 6 cards a turn potentially.
That's nuts.
Now you don't want to thin out or deck out, but I don't see that happening.
All right. Discard Tiamivo to the trade.
Yep. Ultra Ball and Counter Catcher, I think was that? Yeah, it was.
Or is that Counter Catcher or Pokemon Catcher?
It's Counter Catcher.
Oh, is it? Okay. Oh, yeah, that card's not legal anymore.
Yeah. No, it still is.
Pokemon Catcher is?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It
They
is.
got reprinted at some
Yeah,
point?
it did.
I gotcha.
But it's a risk because you're rolling as opposed to Counter Catcher.
Just does it.
just
Yeah.
does it.
As long as you
Are
meet the
behind.
requirement. Yeah.
And currently Connor is, so. On that Earthen Vessel, a Ultra Ball away to get some more energy.
Yeah.
Only one? Only getting
Ooh.
one. They're running thin. He's running thin right now.
Yeah, and he's got obviously 6 prizes to Tanner's 4. So
Yeah, really Tanner's in a comfortable spot right now.
yeah, I mean his start was
Really good. the
really good.
The perfect start. Yep, Symbol Alloy to get 2 medals on the bench. Counter Catcher up to Terapagos
Ooh.
again.
That's pretty good. And then the Iono.
Yep.
The other foot drops, and they're gonna shuffle up, put these cards on the bottom, and Tanner will draw 4. Connor will draw 6. Was that a boss's orders? That might be full art boss's order from.
Currently 160 on Terapagos for the knock. Yep.
Yeah. All right. So
All right.
Connor gonna tie things up here, 4 apiece.
Took 2 hits.
Yeah,
to kill the
that's
Terapagos. Quite a lot of back and forth. But Archaludon's barely damaged as of right now. So
yeah, promoting the Mew. It's got free retreat, so that makes sense.
I think eyeing up the boss to probably boss up.
Yeah. Place the energy on the.
Zoroarks each have 280 apiece, so it's not going to be in the 1-hit KO range. Iono.
Ooh, okay, he's an Iono.
Iono back.
See your Iono, and I raise you an Iono. Monkey,
And
Glass Trumpet.
So if he has energy in the discard, he can set him on 2 basic.
Is it a Latios he drew, I think? A Latios? One of the 2.
Latios. Yep. Latios did not get a good, no EX card.
No EX card. Yet.
Yet. He's eyeing the Monkey Dory maybe to set up some moving damage counters, but
Yep. Here comes Terapagos.
currently hitting for 210. 7 on the board, unless he benches Monkey Dory.
Oh, it'll be 190 with the.
With a rigid band, yep. It'll be 210 minus 30, so 180 as of right now. Unless he benches. He's thinking.
Yeah, I mean, what is Glass
Okay,
Trumpet?
he's going to Ultra Ball. He's probably
okay.
going to go.
What does Glass Trumpet do?
So Glass Trumpet, essentially, if you have energy in the discard, you can, if you have colorless Pokemon on your bench, you can accelerate 2 energy, 1 on each colorless Pokemon on your bench. So you put it on Fan Rotom or Terapagos if it's on your bench.
I gotcha.
Yeah, Glass Trumpet. Yeah. Choose 2 of your bench colors. Yep.
There it is on.
So there's a swing, just hitting for adding up all the damage. So effectively hit for 240 minus 30, so 210. Yep. I was gonna say he gotta fix that damage just a little bit. There we go.
And again, the judge is sitting right there.
Yeah.
So
If he is acting very intensely, of course.
paying attention, yeah.
And especially with all these damage reduction numbers in the meta right now, just like playing things that basically Rigid Band saw no play and now it's being played all the time.
Yeah.
So we start off with an Arvin Connor. Search out. Oh, he has Vengeful Punch. So
That deals like 30 or
40
40
damage
if it
counters.
knocks out.
Yep. Op's Choice Band, gonna probably, well, he does not currently have his Zacian out, but Zacian can hit for effectively 1 less with Op's Choice Band and does an additional 30 damage, but like as of right now, nothing set up for it, so I was just probably gonna use it as fodder. There we go. Ultra Ball. Running thin on cards. He's going to Relicanth. This is great because he's going to be able to use Memory Dives. Relicanth's ability allows the active Pokemon to use its previous evolution's moves. So he's going to be able to use for our Duraludon's move. He'll effectively be able to use its second attack, which is Raging Hammer. And it does 80 initially, and then 10 for each damage counter on Archaludon.
Oh, wow.
So it's going to be hitting for, currently right now, 180 plus, I think that's 180 plus 70. It's going to be hitting for way a lot of damage.
Infinity Billion, effectively.
Enough to knock out.
Yes.
So Connor's turning this around right now.
Yeah, I mean, this is pretty impressive. We've seen this Terapagos deck kind of...
Raging Hammer for knockout.
Yeah, wow.
There we go. It did way over 340 damage. Oh, wait. Actually, 250 plus 80. Actually hitting for 330. Yes.
So no more Terra Pokemon on the board.
So to discard several Pokemon, and he got rid of the Noctowls, which makes sense. Yeah, Tanner is in a bad spot right now.
Yeah, Boof is definitely not what you wanted there.
Gonna retreat to Fan Rotom and just probably smack.
Yep.
And his hand's
For
dead.
40 again, yeah.
His hand is not great right now. And it will knock well, 70 minus 40 plus the... No, it will not.
Jeez.
The Archaludon is still up. Boss for...
Yeah, that's... Wow, okay. Connor coming back. Impressive stuff.
Yep, Relicanth was the MVP for sure. That move, Raging Hammer, it's just... Archaludon takes so long to kill, so...
Yep. Connor going to be able to pull one out of his hat there, and we're going to game 2 with Connor up a game. It's going to be a pretty awkward car ride regardless, but...
They did say at the beginning that they are both winners at the end of the day, so
that is
positive attitude.
Let's see if that sticks around towards the end of the match. Usually you can say that, and then... no, this is good stuff. You know, both players, obviously pretty good players. They're in the top 8 of a 57-player cup where there's $1,000 on the line. So I would like, in my head canon, there's like a lot of good players here.
And both made top 8, so they are walking away with
some money regardless. Anyway. Yeah, some cash money. But yeah, there's no sideboarding in Pokemon, so they rip through these games as long as it's not a Dragapult mirror. That was
Badoo.
Yeah, that was rough. All right, let's kick it back down there as these guys get set up for game 2. But yeah, remember everybody to hit up impactgamingcenter.gg. We've got Seth. You're here a lot. Our inventory singles wise, pretty impressive or no?
I mean, I would say if you want to get those chase cards and stuff, absolutely. I would say, EX wise, you guys have pretty much everything currently playable in the meta, so I would say pretty good. But if you want to fancy up the decks a little,
Connor's,
yeah, absolutely.
Connor's gonna mulligan here.
Yes, the stream sees it.
Yep.
Connor, thank you.
What'd he say? If it wasn't inappropriate, don't repeat it. But I didn't hear what he said.
It was not inappropriate. I believe he said, "Stream. This is what you call a mulligan." I believe is what he said. But his last word got cut off. But I think it was something around that.
Nope. So Connor on the mulligan, but it's always interesting seeing players who've never played on camera before and how they interact with being on camera. Some revel in it and eat it up and love the limelight, but others kind of just crumble under pressure, and especially in a big turn. Oh my gosh, another mulligan.
Yes, thank you, Connor. We really appreciate it.
Connor hamming it up for the camera. This is good stuff.
So effectively, right now, Tanner's gonna draw 2 extra cards, and I don't know if Tanner elected to go first, but usually Tank Terapagos elects to go first. But then again, it would be his call anyway.
Yep, and Tanner keeping track of the mulligans with the dice there. We appreciate that. I know sometimes even when you're not on camera, you do that. But remember that challenge we played you mulligan like 6 times, and I still lost. That was rough.
And we have a starter. Very good. Basic Pokemon.
All righty, here we go. Connor gonna actually get to play some Pokemon here.
Yep.
Oof and
Duraludon.
Duraludon. Nice. All right.
Once again, a good start. It's gonna nest ball for Fan Rotom and get the owl set up.
Yeah, almost a. Well, we'll see how the second half of this turn is, but this first half of the turn starting off pretty darn good. Getting things.
Checking currently, and I do not think, unless he looks through again, okay. For a second, I thought he did not have a Fan Rotom.
Oh my gosh.
But he does. So he'll be able to get the owls out.
Yep. Here come the birds.
And we'll see. Probably gonna skip over. Oh, no, took it back.
Because you get 3, right?
Yes, 3 as long as they are 100 HP and less. So he's already got the wall set up.
Yep.
Both Bouffalons on the feet. Well, he hasn't set them down yet, so he might not. We'll see. Yep, they're all down.
Yeah, just full bench. Let's see if he can.
He's got the stamped Tank Terapagos. Nice pull off the prize packs.
Yeah, what a flex.
It'll be interesting. I think Tanner's best line of yes
says he, I've got a knockdown in hand.
I would say Tanner's best line is to just try to knock out the Duraludons before they evolve, which is a tough ask. He's been
they're pretty chonky for only being a basic. 130 HP is nothing to sneeze at.
They're out of Ampy very much range. They're out of a lot of ranges. 130 is a good number. Connor starting off with the Buddy Buddy Poffin to get 2 Zororas to start his draw engine. I did not see if he had energy and TM Evolution in hand, but if he does, we're going to be seeing Zoroarks already on the field.
Ooh, yeah.
Which is great for him because his draw engine last game was just, he was drawing.
Yeah, it was nutty. Like,
you don't even need Fezandipity.
That's crazy.
However, he does run one.
Well, I mean, yeah.
But we didn't see it. Pokegear.
Yep, top 7. Gonna get a supporter from this.
Currently nothing.
Oh, he hit
no, he got a Black Belt training. So that will do an additional. If you play it, it'll do 40 more damage to your Pokemon's active EX. So
during this turn, okay,
more damage, which can help get around, alleviate that damage with the wall.
Oh yeah.
So
it's so funny the cards that start to see play when you have kind of these like cards that like were obscure in past formats really see the forefront of the format.
Yep. Black Belt training is great for taking out anything that's 260 HP. A lot of Pokemon hit for 220, but play Black Belt, you hit for 260 now, and that knocks out Goldango, which we'll see in the top 8. So that's exciting.
Oh yeah.
And he's got the TM Evo.
Yeah, wow.
Yep, he got everything he needed.
So. Must be nice. All right. Oh, there's area 0, so that's gonna widen Tanner's bench.
And he has Ditto in hand. That would have come in handy first turn, but that's all right. He didn't have area 0 yet, so. Gonna go for Crispin, probably.
Yep.
Got free retreat, thanks to Latios.
Yep.
So that Duraludon's going to be knocked out, which is great because Connor currently has no set up Duraludons on bench. So
yeah, that's kind of the thing with Arch deck, right? Is like they have to constantly have Duraludons
yes, and
ready to roll.
So they can start setting up Assemble Alloys and Also needs metal energy in the discard.
It's correct me if you think I'm wrong, but it's kind of similar to like last format's Charizard deck where you need to have that Charmander ready to roll so you can just keep bashing. And then of course a symbol alloy is very similar to the enter the battlefield ability of the Charizard where it goes and finds fire. Yeah, there you go. So we'll take a prize and take the first prize of this game.
Okay, so Connor did not see this before last game, but he plays Jamming Tower, which is great. Cancels out Bravery Charm if Tanner ever does set that up.
And it just knocks off the Area 0, which might even be more relevant. Another trade.
Discarding the black belt. All right, we got some more Duraludon set up.
That's good.
Jamming Tower set up, yep, to knock the Area 0.
Oh, Fan Rotom gone.
Still has a very good board. I'm going to take out the Latias. Yep.
You agree with the Latias and not one of the Hoots?
I do think so, because he's still, as of right now, he has a Noctowl in hand, so he knows he can eye up another. He could always get that Latias back, because he runs Night Stretcher, so he can get it back. And
makes sense.
Currently, his board's pretty healthy. I mean, having the Owls available, he's going to boss up one of the Duraludons. And probably just go for another knockout. Going to save the Owls. I mean, there's no reason to use it currently. Unless he's scared of Iono, but see what happens. Currently, Tanner is in the same spot he was last game. But I think actually a little better because there's not much setup on Connor's side of the field.
Yeah.
Lone Duraludon.
Oh, well.
He's going to swing. Most likely. I didn't see if he has energy in hand. Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
They always have it, don't they? There's another trade.
Pop's Choice Band goes away. Possibly set up another Zora. He did have 3 last game, so...
Yeah, I mean, that card engine's just nuts.
He has not played Supporter for turn, but I don't know what he's going to...
Is that a Boss's Orders in his hand?
Yes, he has Boss and Turo in hand.
Ah. Well,
Turo's not really needed.
I don't think he's going to Turo, and I mean, what are you bossing here?
I mean...
You kind of want to get this Terapagos taken care of, don't you?
Yep.
And the fact that Tanner's got a backup already in the waiting.
Yep.
Kind of rough, but...
Let's see what he does.
Does he have any way to get another Duraludon down?
It's currently in his hand. He has energy and supporter, so yep, he's just setting up damage.
Yep.
Only for 1.
Oh, man. That's brutal.
That is so brutal.
Here's Noctowl going to go seek for some jewels.
But this still does put it in range for knockout as of right now. So Terapagos is still in the potential range for knockout.
It's 2 trainer cards, right?
For the Noctowl, yes. 2
so
trainer cards. It could be anything. It could be Bravery Charms. It could be Supporter Tools, items, and Stadium.
Yeah, so he could get Area 0 back.
Yep.
All right, Prime Catcher as well. Yeah, that seems pretty good.
And he does run Lily's Clefairy in his list. Will be very useful. Not against the... it is a usable card, but against Dragon Ball, it's devastating.
Oh, yeah.
They had to print Lily's Clefairy, I feel like, to...
counteract how good Dragon Ball was going to be.
Yes.
All
All right, Prime Catcher in Area 0. So I'm going to reset up knock the Jamming Tower out of place. Nest Ball up for... We'll see what he's going for. Maybe Mew to draw more. Tanner's sitting pretty comfortably, but I thought that last game.
Yeah, I mean...
Connor brought it back, so...
Connor doesn't have quite the draw engine and can't seem to keep a Duraludon on the battlefield. But Monkey Dory...
Gonna start possibly Adrena braining over some damage. Thanks, if he has Dark Energy, he's able to...
Ooh, looks like he's going to find one, maybe.
Or bring back the Latias, yep, with the Night Stretcher.
Okay.
And he's gonna... Is he benching Ditto for just the extra damage, most likely? Prime up a Zoroark. This can be good for him because Zoroark has a 2 retreat cost, and
Ooh.
you can't accelerate Metal Energy onto it. So it's going to be stuck there, but he Connor does have Turo in hand, so he might eye that.
Where's the Iono?
And the Turo just went away, so... Yeah, definitely a rougher game 2 for Connor.
He's so much cooler I would say for 240.
Yep,
Hit for
240.
240.
Which is great numbers. He can theoretically Monkey Dory damage over to knock that thing out later. Got it in second Duraludon.
And just a time check, they got 45 minutes left, so not like they're under any pressure from the clock, but obviously as these kind of tournaments, these long tournaments go on, the brain fogs up a little bit, so it's always good to keep an eye on the clock as the matches go late.
Currently just looking for anything to set up on the bench, and Archaludon doesn't utilize Area 0, so Connor's just going to have to consistently play at 5, but that doesn't need more than 5, really.
Okay, he's finding Duraludon's important, but
he has no way to currently retreat in Zoroark, so it's just stuck.
yeah, it's just going to get punched in the face till it gets knocked out, probably. Still can trade with it, but...
Yep, still trade. See what he gets off.
Was that a Zashan?
Yep. Fez. See more cards.
Is that a Palpad?
He has Turo, Palpad, Night Stretcher, Boss. He's got a Turo, yep. Alright, well, he's Breeze.
Alright.
That's unfortunate. Yep, Tanner. That is unfortunate. He still managed to get to the Turo that was Iona.
That's rough. Gonna trade the Night Stretcher away.
Or possibly, he does play 2 Turo, so not sure. So currently both Terapagos are pretty beat up as well.
Yeah, they are.
And once again, resetting the... So that Turo was huge, because now he essentially is just hitting an Archaludon. No rigid band on it, so it will do a full 240. Jewel Seeker.
All right, here we go. Importantly, we've been talking about it pretty much all game. This game is Connor finally has a backup Duraludon too. So if something were to happen to Arch,
oh wow, he plays a really old version of.
What was that?
Card. He's playing a really old version. I'm trying to see what card that is.
Is it energy switch or?
I think it is. Is it energy switch?
I know that card's super old.
I think it is because it's from the e-reader era.
Yeah.
I think it is energy switch.
I think it is.
Yeah, it's energy switch. Yep.
I just know that card's like from base. Like that was at the beginning of the game. Like,
yeah.
That's awesome.
Yep, it's tournament legal as long as the card is still a playable card.
Yeah, it's not like all jacked up.
It looks. Wonder if it's swipeable though. And the E switch over the Monkey Dory to brain some damage over.
Yeah, we're gonna soak up the active Terapagos to Arch.
This does put Terapagos out of KO range.
That's very important.
And he's gonna Turo up.
The other one probably, yeah. Oh man, okay. So Tanner's got some. He's cooking. He's cooking a little bit here.
However, if he does draw into black belt, it will still KO. So we'll see what happens. Gonna re-bench it.
Yep, makes sense.
Flag Eye Up the Glass Trumpet. This is great. He's gonna be able to accelerate some energy right back onto the Terapagos that was just Turo.
Jeez.
Just one, it's looking like. Which is fine, because then energy attachment for next turn.
And then I will hit for 2.
Yep, 240. So currently 270 on that Archaludon. All it takes is one Monkey Dory Adrena Brain to knock it out.
Yep.
So he's going to be possibly ironing up a 3 to 4 prize turn, most likely 3. See what happens.
All right, back to Connor. Looks like the Warhammer players are wrapping it up, so things are going to get a lot quieter out there.
It's 2v2 tournament for the Warhammer.
You know, I don't know.
It looked like it was 2v2. I don't know anything about it, though. I only know Pokemon. Okay, trade. Starting off with a trade.
Pokegear and
Ultra
I'll
Ball.
take a ball, yeah.
I got the Relicanth again. Could go for a huge swing here. Repeat of last game.
Oh my gosh, you're not kidding.
So this Terapagos is for sure going down.
So Relicanth gonna make it to where Arch will be able to use Duraludon's Raging Hammer attack.
It hits hard.
Yeah, no joke. Especially when your Pokemon's got infinity billion damage markers on it.
Yep. Yeah, the memory dive is just an absolute. It's specifically just so good for Archaludon, because Raging Hammer is just a fantastic attack because your Archaludon's not usually getting KO'd in one hit.
No, yeah.
Pikachu and a few other things in the meta can one hit it, but it's hard to get to.
Yeah. I mean, Charizard, I guess, if it's
powered,
if it's
there's
super
enough
powered up,
if
yeah.
there's enough prize or less prize cards, of course. So we got Rigid Band off of Arvin and I believe Earthen Vessel. So we're gonna probably attach Rigid Band just to help it soak up more damage.
oh yeah.
Then Vessel doesn't have too much left in his deck, but
It's what we thought last game too. He's definitely a scrappy one.
currently, yep, Ultra Ball the energies away. He's going to search for an Archaludon, probably just to, yep, assemble Alloy.
Immediately, yeah, evolve.
Set up another Archaludon. This is
This has been an awesome match, honestly. Like
Absolutely.
Connor's
bringing it back, or going to do his very best too.
yeah. And there's been multiple points in both games of this match where we were like, Connor's pretty dead in the water, but
A Rigid Band to the bench. And now
Yep.
they are tied on prize cards, 4-4.
yeah, he's
It's hard to see Connor's sleeves because they are
they blend
warping in with the table.
Yeah. All right, Tanner. Another important thing about that knockout is I don't think Tanner can Adrena Brain now.
He cannot.
So that's huge, actually. That would have been an easy knockout of the Arch, but
It's gonna Crispin. Yeah, this is really just an unwinnable game for currently right now. It's just tough for Tanner. He doesn't hit hard enough to knock out the Archaludons in one hit,
yeah.
and that's the biggest deal. Tanner's looking through for Crispin, got the fighting, and the Cornerstone could have potentially been a good thing for Tanner to use.
Yeah, I was
to
thinking about that
prevent-
earlier.
To prevent the Archaludon from hitting it.
Kind of brick walls all of his
Yeah.
attack. I mean, everybody, really.
And I'm shocked he hadn't. He does play it, so just to make sure.
He does
Yes,
play it. I
does
saw
play
it.
So
Probably part of the reason he's playing Fighting Energy, too.
because it would shut off Archaludon from doing any damage. No damage at the beginning.
Pretty much be like catcher or bust.
Debating
Is
the retreat.
Ditto, yeah, okay. Ditto. Oh, he's got Latios.
Yep, he's gonna knock out the current Archaludon, which is good. Tanner's down to 2 prize cards.
Yep.
It's gonna be tough for him to get these last 2.
Yep. There's the third energy here.
He's probably going to. He could.
Broken heart.
And
Tanner
yeah,
did the broken heart
yeah.
thing.
He does have boss in hand. He could boss up Latios for the 1-hit KO.
Oh, he's got.
See what
Oh,
he
yeah, he
does.
does.
Trade 1.
Trade 1 here.
Arvin
It was
and
double Arvin, maybe. Oh no, I don't know.
I don't know. Yep. 2 Poke Gears in hand. Well, you got all your supporters in your hands.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I wonder how many cards are left in Connor's deck.
Can't be that.
Probably
much.
not. Probably less than. For sure, less than 20. Probably less than 15 at this point.
In the trolley. He has not played the trolley.
Right on time.
And going second, he could Arvin and then Precious Trolley, but he little too late for that. He's debating on, I assume, seeing if it's practical to just boss up the Latias. But then again, you need to get damage on this Terapagos as it's his only attacker currently. Cards in hand. Do you know what that means? Usually, that means they're gonna IO you.
Yeah.
But maybe not.
I mean, Connor's hands. Did Tanner ask that, or did
I
Con-
believe it was. Well, Tanner was like showing the Iono in his hand, but I'm not sure. Oh, Powpad. What are we gonna put back?
Yeah, I mean, just to be safe,
Arrow,
maybe.
yep, that's a good idea. And black belt makes sense.
Yeah, he's got to have like less than, maybe even less than 10 at this point. It's hard to see because his black sleeves blend in with the playmat, but
Yeah. Very curious to see. The big mistake from Connor would be putting down Pheasantipity. That's just a 2 prizer. So I hope he does not bench Pheasantipity. There's no need to really.
And then
Gonna hit him with the Iono. Okay.
what did he do with the trolley there?
He
Oh,
just
he just
played
played
it,
it
did
just
it,
to
just to
yeah.
thin his deck. Yep. And you fold doubles. Can't really.
Channing Tower.
Okay,
Well, I
alright.
mean, that's relevant.
Does take away the Dittos and Noctiles. Yep, that makes.
Or well,
oh,
he gets to keep
accidentally
one of
took-
those.
Yeah, I was about to say he took away one too many.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to the judge. He's on top of it right now.
I was about to bring it up too. I was like, oh wait, he only needed to do. He has 4. He's debating on what.
I mean, Latias kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess.
Yep, just gonna get damage on the Terapagos.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Got research, which is a good top deck if you need to see more cards. But currently, countercatcher is 30 damage.
here on to
Chalodon 270 now, but has rigid band attached, so search is being eyed up.
What's that card in Tanner's hand there?
Tanner's, it's research.
Oh, okay.
It's
That's full art.
Professor Juniper, I believe.
Fan favorite.
Yep, definitely one of my favorites for sure. Of course, it is from my favorite generation, so poke it.
See, I'm a boomer, so I like Professor Oak.
I wouldn't say you're a boomer though.
I mean, in terms of gaming, I feel very old.
120 onto the.
Yeah, this deck, this Terapagos deck looks so good when area 0 underdepths and you have a full bench,
Well, like,
but
I
it
also had
just-
an issue with Archaludon today playing the same deck.
Yeah.
Archaludon's it's just so tanky.
yeah, it's a beefcake.
And then they can Turo it up.
Yeah, that's rough. Reset, take away all of the progress you made.
And speaking of Turo, he has 2 in his hand. But he doesn't have any Duraludon set up, so probably not the best.
Yeah, he's got
He has black belt. I think that's black belt in his hand. Can he finish the game with black belt?
black belt a supporter.
No, not finish the game, but at least get 2. Yes, it's a support.
Okay.
Yep.
So he's got all supporters in hand, so he gets to play one of these
Not
cards.
finish the game, but I think he could take out Terapagos.
Arvin probably.
But Arvin, yeah, that makes sense.
So flipping, not much left. Kind of just a ton of supporters left.
It doesn't even look like he has a Night Stretcher in hands or in deck, so he can't get any Duraludons back. So he is playing with the single
That's it.
Archaludon right now.
So he's got a
He thinned out his deck a lot with those trades.
yeah, no joke. He is he's got to go for the throat here, I think. Connor's got like a
The question is, can he live another turn? That's just
can Connor, is that what you're
yes. I think knocking out this lone Terapagos. Yeah, I was gonna say he has 130 damage on right now, 220 plus black belt, 260 damage. I think that will knock it out, but I don't know what he's eyeing. He has counter catcher, and that is active. So
29 minutes left.
trades away the counter catcher. You're not gonna find any night stretchers. Yeah, that rigid man. Yeah, see,
Tanner's like,
you
yeah,
can't evolve Zoroark into Archaludon.
that would be
Oh no, he's
Okay.
gonna trade it, but it did look like it.
all right.
Yeah,
Metal
but it will
defender.
knock it. It will knock it. So Connor's in a really good position. So the best thing he can hope for is to mind bend it to confuse it, and then he has to try to hit through it. But if Tanner can knock out the Archaludon, that's his only swinger. But I don't know if Tanner has enough in the deck to get there. Does he have Crispin? I don't know. I just go for the confusion. Both players are running low on resources. Currently, Crispin.
We'll go with the hand, and then I'll attack.
Trippy says, gonna grab you some canes.
Okay.
All right, how are we looking here?
He's going to go for the mind bend to confuse the Archaludon to try to just stall right now because there's not really too.
Wow, sir, good going.
I hurt myself.
Connor pointing out the jamming tower. So
Yep, he just that essentially makes rigid band useless. Doesn't have an effect, so rigid band he takes the full 60.
yeah. So this guy is confused right now.
Yep.
How
and
does
it's-
confusion work? You gotta.
so you roll if when you attack, you roll heads, the attack goes through, but tails you take 30 damage.
Oh man.
And then it's pretty rough because he can just mind bend again and just keep stalling. But both players do not have much resources left, and
Yeah, just in general, like
yeah,
they don't have many cards left in their deck. I think Connor definitely has less, and he's still.
the
I mean,
Tanner
what's
does,
he digging for at this point? Like, what is in his deck that he wants to trade for?
the problem is
Looks like he took it back, but
if he Turos, he's gonna have to reset up Archaludon again, and he's gonna try to go for the attack. Oh, it got through.
wow. So that's down to one prize. I mean, the difference between 1 and 2 at this point is kind of negligible, but
And unfortunately, Tanner played his last Crispin, I'm almost positive, and he has no energy left in deck.
oh
so-
my gosh.
the hitting anything is going to be next to impossible. I think he has one Night Stretcher left in his deck,
Okay.
so he could pass and just hope. There we go.
Yep. Tanner says pass.
And
Got a
oh,
top deck.
he has boss. Connor has
oh,
boss
well.
in hand.
Boss up to Ditto at this point, and like,
Connor, you have. I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but you got it.
point and click at this point. But, you know, hey, this is top 8 of 1K.
Yeah.
There's literally hundreds of dollars on the line at this match. So he wants to make sure he's got all of his bases covered.
Yep.
Make sure everything's on the up and up, and he knows what he's doing here before he hastily makes a misplay or something. But yeah,
Yep,
it's
he
gonna
has
be it.
boss in hand. I mean, he's just eyeing it up. I feel like.
I think he's just trying to make sure it's the correct play. Would hate to
He still has to roll though. He got
and
it.
that's gonna be it. The fist bump.
Yeah.
Again, these two are buddies, but Connor gonna take it and move on to top 4.
Yep, he
Throws
did.
up the heart. There we go. Thank you all so much for joining us this round as we kick it back up to the booth. We appreciate everybody. We'll be right back with the top 4. Seth, you sticking around for top 4?
Yes, I am.
Alrighty, so we will both see you here. Make sure to hit up impactgamingcenter.gg. Like, comment, subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Like I said, if you're watching on Twitch, don't go anywhere. It'll be like probably less than 10 minutes. But yeah, we appreciate you. And we will catch y'all on a flippy flop. Adios.